beginning of the year in your toddler and preschool classroom, and you are establishing all kinds of new things for your classroom rules and procedures, classroom management, classroom environment, classroom community, and your attendance chart, your home and school side is one of those things that you want to implement right in the beginning. Some of you might be asking, what is a home and school chart? So let me show you. I do not have a lot of room here. I am using rooms in my house, so I have to utilize the space that I have when I'm making these videos. So just keep in mind, I would not have this on this board normally. I just have this here as an example for you to see. You're gonna have something that says home and something that has school. For the longest time, mine in my classroom was just simply a die cut of the school and a die cut of a home in two different colors so that we could differentiate what was home and what was school, because really, honestly, the buildings kind of look the same. You could also do this in a pocket chart. That works really well because then it has the little slits that the kids are moving them in. My pocket chart isn't wide enough here, and so I'm just using this as our example. In the morning when the kids come in, they have all of their pictures with their name on the home side. Has their picture attached to it because we're dealing with 2, 3, and 4-year-olds. They can't read their name yet. Come in and they move their picture over to the other side to show that they are. This is in a couple different ways. When we go and we sit down for circle time, that's when I make sure that everybody that is here today has moved their thing over. So that's usually within the first 30, 45 minutes. That cutoff point for when we're starting circle time is usually when the cutoff point is for when parents are dropping off. We'll look at it, and when we sit down, if anybody hasn't moved their card yet, then they have a moment to go over there and switch that over. And then we'll look and see who's not here today. These are my little dojo people. So Buck is not here today. I'll let the class know, oh man, Buck is not here today. His mom messaged me and he's not feeling well. Can we send Buck some warm wishes? And how we do that, we go like this. We're blowing some warm wishes, and then we say, get better soon. We knew that they're on vacation right now. I would just remind the class, remember, Buck is in Disneyland right now. Man, I really hope that Buck's having a lot of fun while he's on vacation with his family, because we miss him and we can't wait for him to come back here. This lets your kids know that when they're not in class as well, that we miss them. We want them here. We have a lot of fun during our school day, and we want them to be a part of that. And when they're not here, we are sending wishes for them to get better. It's also teaching them just that concept of kindness and empathy towards our friends that aren't feeling well. Another way that I use this is it is a quick reference for me if another adult comes in and they're like, how many do you have? I know that I normally have 12 kids. Buck's the only one not here, so we have 11 today. Maybe some of you guys are really great at math and those numbers just stick in your head all the time. But for me, it was like, okay, we have 12 and minus 2. And this, for some reason, was just such an easy way for me to remember, because we got a lot going on in our heads. And you can have it on a magnet board like I have right here. You can have it attached to Velcro on another spot in your class. In my classroom, we were really tight on space. So something that I did, I took some old sentence strips that I had. These aren't them. These are actually the back side of my calendar things, just for demonstration purposes. But I took some sentence strips and I laminated them. And then I had one that had the home side with the die cut of the home. And then I had one with the school side with the die cut of the school. And I had these attached to our art rack because that was close to our circle time and that's where it fit. And so when the kids came in, they would come, and because we're practicing this pincer grip with them, they would come and they would take their picture off and then they would move it over to the school side. So those kids are getting that practice of grabbing and moving their picture over. Another thing that you could do, I just didn't do it because I just put this together for demonstration purposes for you, is you have their name in Sharpie written right here. So they're still getting that visual of their name written, but then you have their picture. You could even make their pictures a little bit smaller. I would hot glue these that way that they stay on longer, or Velcro them, just something to make sure that they're not going to constantly be falling off, but they're taking that time every day, getting that practice in. Ooh, it's hard to do right here. And then you have that quick visual of who's not here and who is here today. Last little tip when it comes to the attendance chart, the homeschool chart, is at the very end of the day, when you sit down to read your last story or have your last discussions for the day in your closing circle time, whoever is your helper of the day that you have in charge of that, they come over and they get to move all of the kids back over to the home side. So if it was here, then they would just come over and do a quick move. You don't have to do it like that. I just found that worked. That way it was fresh for us to start over the next morning. And this is just a sample from the preschool experience, my first 2 weeks of free lesson plans that I have available for you. This is on week 2, day 1 in our morning meeting, that we actually go over the attendance chart and what it looks like to come in and move those. Just a reminder, we're not teaching all the things right in the beginning, but each day we're slowly introducing them to new concepts in our classroom, new procedures in our classroom. So if you want a copy of this, go ahead and comment TPE below. Make sure that we're following each other because it makes it that much more easier for me to message you.